Hi there, Simon. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, really good. Thanks. Saturday, busy day. Um,
Abs- Absolutely, absolutely. Well, great to meet you. Great to speak with you, Simon. Let me know how I can be helpful.
well, I've saw your content online. Obviously, I have massive respect for what you've achieved and what you're doing and what you do on a daily basis and how you approach life. I'm a sports tech entrepreneur um, who sells it on a SaaS basis, and really, it's just I love to speak with successful people yeah who've been there, done that, and just sort of try and get some life advice and some tips, and perhaps down the line, fingers crossed, could potentially do business with in the future.
Awesome. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the support on the content. It really means a lot. So I'm very grateful for that. Tell me a bit about your story, Simon, and then feed that into where you'd like to start the conversation.
Yeah, not a problem at all. Well, my background is a mixture between sports and the military and technology. So I'm an ex-professional footballer here in Ireland. And then I made the transition. I sort of got to about 25 and I got a bit disillusioned with it all. So I wanted a physical challenge and a mental challenge. So I joined the Navy and then the Marines. That's whenever I picked up some expertise within the tech field. And then whenever I came back home, I saw that there was a massive gap. In fact, there was zero technology. It was ground zero for technology within sports, within football here in Ireland. So I built a proof of concept, and now we gained a pretty big investment. Now we're at clubs all over Ireland, and we've just got onto the mainland there with Hartlepool United. We're going to Kidderminster, some Scottish clubs, and we secured a partnership with the largest ticketing company in Ireland. So we're now like sort of providing massively innovative products. Really, just any advice on sort of how you approached the scaling process and really what you could maybe impart upon myself that I could bring in to, really make this to take this where we want to take it, really.
Tell me where you want to take it. Tell me a bit more about the vision.
I want to take it global. So at the moment, we do an offering, which means, for instance, clubs like Hartlepool United, they can't afford the same tech as what, for instance, Man United can. But we can provide all the same assets, but in a cost-effective way. But the next step for me would be we want to produce an elite product that we can then go and challenge the companies like Urban Zoo who are into like Manchester United and Rangers and Celtic and take this global. To be honest, we want to attack Saudi football. We want to build like an elite product and make it scarce so it's not readily available and try and really attack the places where there is massive finances, things like places like Saudi Arabia and Australia and America and specifically like places like Canada as well, where again there's not massive tech within sports.
It's really interesting idea. And how much time have you spent, Simon, in each of these regions so far, if any?
Yeah, well, within Saudi, so we have a contact. Our ticketing partner provides the platform for Al Nasser, who Cristiano Ronaldo plays for. So we've made initial contact really with our ideas. But you know yourself in business, it's not about me going to a club and saying, here, we want to do this for you. It's more along the lines of what do you want from a tech product and we'll produce it. But yeah, it's very, very early days in them regions, Alex.
I understand. Well, look, to give you some things to think about, whenever I'm working with a company that's anywhere from zero to $1 million or pounds in revenue, which it sounds like that's where you are at the moment.
That's correct.
Yeah. Really, there's one core focus that goes beyond anything else, and it's sales and revenue. One of the biggest mistakes I see from a lot of early stage entrepreneurs and business owners is that during that 0 to £1 million phase, they are focused on 50 different priorities. How do we grow globally? How do we create the best product? When in reality, you need to produce a V1 of something that is compelling enough, and you've got to start selling it. And the reason I'm emphasizing that so much is through the sales, you'll get the feedback, you'll be able to engage with customers, you'll be able to start to build your network and develop and grow. And only once you're at that 7-figure mark, that run from £1 million per se to, let's say, 10 million, which is the next threshold, that's where you then want to start to be more thoughtful about product and solution and service and some of the other nuance that comes with that next step. So without being able to sit with you for hours diagnosing this, I would just say to you as a top line thing to consider is, before you get to any end of week or you get to a Friday, you look at yourself in the mirror, you look at your notepad and you say, what have we done to move the revenue needle? And that's got to be the first question you ask yourself before you ask yourself anything else.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. Well, I guess at the level that we are at in regards to the footballing pyramid, I guess we're always learning. But the major thing that we have learned is that there is a need. So at this stage that we're at, that sort of advice is really, really priceless, really. And listen, I always read your content, and a lot of it just brings clarity to my thought in regards to put the work in, meet as many people as possible, and don't half-ass it. From a perspective of work ethic, I mean, I don't drink alcohol, I don't party, I don't do any of that. I literally am just, this is my baby. This is my sole focus as such. And every day is just about trying to take the principles that you put out and that I have in myself, just to try and make sure that all the boxes are ticked in regards to effort, in regards to
yeah, go on.
Sorry, no, after you.
No, I didn't want to cut you off. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you'd finished your sentence. But look, I think it's great to hear that you clearly have the desire and the will to win, which is half the battle. The second half of the battle then, Simon, becomes your ability to really play chess with everything that you do. Because if you think about yourself versus the next person, and let's say you and that other person both work incredibly hard, you've got the work ethic, you've got the drive and the desire, what's then going to separate you versus the other person? When I say playing chess, it's your ability to make the right strategic moves at the right time. Who makes more effective decisions, right? That's what it then comes down to. And so if you know you're now in a position where you've got the work ethic, the drive and the tenacity, great, that's a box ticked. The next one you've got to be thoughtful about is, okay, when I wake up every day, am I making the right steps and the right strategic moves to put me in the best possible position to get a return on investment on every hour of my time? And the moment you're able to combine the work ethic with also that ROI on your time, that's where you really start to become unstoppable in what you do. So make sure that you're just taking the time to think about work ethic, as well as, am I playing chess every day? Am I making strategic moves to move me forward as well?
Yeah, that makes complete sense. From an organizational point of view, for me personally, I guess that is vitally important, because I guess at the beginning I was trying to do everything, but now we've got the investment and we have all the engineers and whatnot. It has opened up a lot more opportunities for me just to focus solely on sales, and we've made a lot of money in a short period of time. So it is paying off, but it is I guess, hearing your message there, it's, I guess Alex Hormozi says, it's not about shouting affirmations in the mirror. It's about building a bank of evidence that literally shows that where we're going, we can achieve it.
Absolutely. There must be something in this Alex name, eh? But look, I think it's great, Simon. Please keep me updated with your growth and your progression moving forward. It sounds like you're onto something really exciting. It sounds like you've got, a good head on your shoulders from just a mindset standpoint. I think for you, as I say, it's now about playing chess, making the right moves, focusing on sales and revenue from this 0 to 1 million run. And please let me know once you hit that 7-figure mark. I'll be delighted for you. So if there was nothing else, happy to wrap up here, unless you had anything else you wanted to touch on.
Not at all, Alex. Listen, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your content, and yeah, be cool to hook up in the future once we reach the 7-figure mark.
I love it. Have a great Saturday, Simon. You take care now.
Cheers, Alex.
Bye-bye.